Today I'm excited to give you a short tour of my dual screen desk setup. Creating videos is something that I'm really passionate about, and having the right setup is crucial for productivity and getting a head start in the process. Before I upgraded to my current setup, I wasn't feeling very inspired to create videos, but once I put together a space that I was happy with, it gave me motivation to start making content. Now let's take a closer look at my setup, starting with my MSI Optics G24 monitors. With their curved design, they offer more than just an appealing look. They also boast impressive features like 144Hz refresh rate, FreeSync, and 1 milliseconds of response time, providing a smooth experience for gaming and other activities. The left screen is dedicated to work and productivity, while the other is connected to my Series S. While I don't need a second monitor, having an additional display is always useful. For example, I can have one screen dedicated to work while I watch a podcast or video on the other screen. I've been using these screens for the past 2 years and they serve me really well. I purchased them for $220 each, but now they're available for around $180 or even less on sale. Moving on to the hardware, I have a MacBook Pro 13-inch from 2016 that I've been using for years. Despite its age, it still handles everything I do, including rendering my 4K footage. This goes to show that you don't need the latest hardware to start creating content. Next to that, I've got a MSI GS65 Stealth Tin that I've owned for 4 years. I only use it for minor editing or writing, and since it's not performing as well as it used to, I plan to sell it soon. Moving on to another piece of tech, I have the JBL Charge Essential Bluetooth speaker. It has IPX7 water resistance and the sound quality is decent and clear, although the bass could be better. Its weakest point, however, is that it still charges with micro USB. Despite that, it has an aux input which I use to connect to my screen for sound from my Xbox, and when connected to my laptop, I use Bluetooth. Additionally, it has a USB port for charging mobile devices, which is quite handy as it can act like a power bank. I was able to pick it up for $100, which is a fair price for its performance. Another gadget on my desk is this bamboo wireless desk organizer, which uses 5 watts to charge your phone and allows you to store small items like a pen or remote control. I was able to get it for $10 on AliExpress, which is a reasonable price for its sleek design. The only downside is the slow charging, but considering its price, it's still a fair trade-off. Another key part of my desk setup is the Royal Kludge RK61 mechanical keyboard. This compact 60% keyboard offers Bluetooth and multi-device pairing for up to 3 devices at once, and can also be connected to your system using a dongle that can be stored on the back of the keyboard. With the RK-RGB program, you can personalize the lighting effects to your liking, or easily switch between different lighting modes using a key combination. One downside to the keyboard is that it's quite noisy, so I use a cheaper $15 keyboard at night or when I'm doing some typing. Since I now have a Series S, I don't use this keyboard as much for gaming, but it's still a great option for those who want a high-quality keyboard with mobility and Bluetooth. Alongside my keyboard, I use the Logitech M330 Silent Plus. It's perfect for those looking for a silent mouse with a long battery life and comfortable fit, even for larger hands. I can't forget to mention my mousepad that I purchased from AliExpress for $10. It has served me well for over a year, but now it's showing signs of aging and needs to be replaced with something new. I recently purchased the Microsoft wireless headset for my Xbox Series S, and it's been a great addition to my setup. The sound quality is excellent and the mic is clear and crisp, making it perfect for online gaming. It's also comfortable to wear for long gaming sessions. The headset is easy to set up and has convenient on-ear controls for adjusting volume and muting the microphone. With a full charge time of about 3 hours, the headset can provide up to 15 hours of battery life. Even a quick 30-minute charge can give you about 3 hours of playtime. One of the biggest changes I made was switching from PC gaming to the Xbox Series S as my main gaming device. I'm really impressed with its performance, especially when it comes to loading times and overall speed. I would never be able to build a PC with similar specs for such a low price and in such a nice small package. I recently made a video discussing why I think the Series S is the best option for next-gen gaming at the moment. If you're interested in hearing my opinion, I highly recommend checking it out. Overall, I'm really happy with my decision and I'm excited to see what new games and features are in store for the platform in the coming years. I added some RGB lighting to my setup using a cheap $10 strip that comes with a remote control. It has different effects and can be dimmed to my liking. I also have a small desk lamp that cost me $10, which adds a cozy vibe to my desk. As I continue to improve my workspace, I'm thinking about upgrading to a larger screen, but I'm still weighing my options. If you want to see how I go about making these changes or want a more in-depth look at my desk setup, make sure to subscribe to stay updated with new content. For now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.